Hey everybody, James and Tammy, Q&A session. Okay. Kathleen Rayner says, hello James and beautiful Tammy.
Oh, thanks.
I'm a long time subscriber, but I've never owned a Frenchie. So she talks about the fact that she's got Chihuahuas, and I have a blue fawn
little
Chihuahua.
Fiona.
We've got
Ours are
Chihuahuas.
little long-haired Chihuahua. My daughter has two
Two.
long-haired Chihuahuas.
Yeah, they're all pets, just
Yes.
housey dogs. I love them.
They're fun.
They are.
Yeah.
Great lap dogs.
Long-haired
Yes.
Chihuahuas. Little bitty, 3 pounds.
Teacups. Is that what you call that?
It's no such word as what I was told
Oh,
one day.
okay. What do you call it then? Small Chihuahuas.
Itty bitty.
Itty bitty Chihuahuas. Anyway, she's having a C-section with the cheese, so wish me luck. Absolutely. So go look at our video that says something like what to do to avoid losing puppies in C-sections, because there are some things that you do need to be aware of to get your timing right. And for you, most of the time, Chihuahuas don't have C-sections. So when you do have so when you do have a C-section, then you need to be aware of what the signs are so that you can see if you've got
Just
going into labor.
Make sure that you get the weight exactly for the anesthetic that they're going to use.
That's a good point too. Yeah, so these dogs, especially when you've got 2 pound, 3 pound
Anytime
dogs.
you're putting something under one of your family pets or your breeder, make sure they got the weight correct on anesthetic.
So you bring up a really good point here, and it's this. Look, when we go to the vet for a C-section, the first thing that happens is the dog's weighed.
Right.
Now, the dog might be bouncing around, so take an average of that and make sure they've got the right rate. People can get this wrong. The dog bounces around, then all of a sudden it reaches 30 pounds, but the dog is in fact 21 pounds. That would be a 50% increase in weight, and consequently a 50% increase in the amount of anesthesia they're going to give. That'd be a mistake. That's the first thing. Now, when you start getting down to small dogs like Chihuahuas, it is so important, because you get a 3 pound Chihuahua and you think that it weighs...
You hope you're not really breeding that 3 pound Chihuahua.
Well, I know, but the point here is, those people with small dogs are going to have C-sections. Really do pay attention to this, because we have run into this situation with a dog that had problems, and we think it was over anesthesia, and that was a long time ago. So now we are present. I mean, I know that a lot of you can't do this because they won't even let you in the office, because they, for whatever reason, they're playing the COVID card, but whatever. But if you can be there, make sure that they get the weight right, especially in small dogs. Nadine Lucas, question: my breeder and registration says the sire of my puppy is a Merle. However, my pup's DNA is negative for Merle. Should my pup have one copy of Merle? Well, does your puppy look Merle? If your dog looks Merle, it has a copy of Merle. And if it came back with a DNA that it doesn't have a copy of Merle, then the test's wrong. Dogs that what's supposed to happen is it's supposed to be one of the parents is a single copy of Merle. Half the litter on average will be Merle. So you typically don't see double Merle dogs. Those are dogs that can have problems. So if in a litter your dog doesn't show Merle and other puppies do, it probably didn't get the Merle gene, and that should be confirmed by DNA test. And there are things called cryptic Merles, where Merles that show up as being Merles on the test but don't look Merle. Sergio Valencia. Update: I was worried my Dame didn't take the AI properly, since she would basically squirt out the juice after 30 minutes off the AI. The ultrasound was done yesterday, possibly 30 days, and they confirmed pregnancy. Thank you, James. Yeah, good for you. Yeah. So, yeah. So DC Fourbanger says cream doesn't cover pied, James. Found this out after a while. Tried out the colour my Frenchies out. So, I mean, DC Fourbanger's got a lot of good information. He gives us a lot of feedback, and we appreciate that. But I have seen dogs that are pied and cream, and they don't look pied. So I know that it can go the other way, but I definitely am not going to say that it can't. It's one of those things that I think it's variable. So, other people chime in on this. Do you have a cream dog that tests SS pied? That's the question.
Number one, I'm retesting it.
I have 2 girls in heat. Progesterone was 0.5 on day 5 and 9. Retested 3 days later. Day 8 and 12, they were at 2.45 and 5.5. I bred them 3 days later and 2 days after the first. I never progested afterwards. They are 18 and 21 right now. Any advice? Semen spilled twice on one female, the other one naturally tied 3 days in a row, accidentally fine stuff. So here's what I do these days, and I've been harping about this here recently, and I've actually got a dog right now that's going through this process. Dogs' progesterone levels can be rather variable, especially younger dogs, in terms of how they're coming up, and they can do this bouncing around number. So the prudent thing to do is to do a progesterone test when you think you're finished doing your AIs, to make sure the numbers are up there. And what should the numbers be? It's very variable by the kind of machine that's used, so I can't give you a specific number, but I can give you some ideas. With an IDEX machine, you want it to be above a 15, preferably more like a 20. With the fine care machine, you want it to be above a 20, more like a 25. With another common one is mini Vitus. A mini Vitus number is more like a 45, much higher number. Maybe wrong with that. Maybe it's more like a 20. Maybe it's more like a. I have to go look at the chart. But mini Vitus is quite. But here is the thing: in all of these machines, what you will see is a dramatic increase in progesterone levels when the dog ovulates. So we bred Kiki. We had to get semen shipped in, and we bred, and the numbers were still. I'm not going to say who it is. Don't worry, the numbers were still. When we tested, the numbers were still low, and all of a sudden, we went from a 12 to a 22. We bred on a 22, and we'll no doubt have a nice litter from that. So look for the knee. You want to look for the knee and breed 2 days later. So it doesn't matter what the machine is. The curves will always be. It doesn't matter whether you test on an IDEX machine or a Wanfo or a mini Vitus or whatever. You will see a dramatic increase after ovulation, and that's what you're looking for. And basically what you want to do is see numbers that have gone up dramatically, like almost doubling every day, and breed on the second day, and then check to make sure the numbers have stayed up high. Kiki's girls from her last litter are looking. This is JF. Look, love the structure. Okay, so I think maybe this person has a Kiki baby. The Kiki's had one litter.
It's a grizzly bear junior coming out in those babies. Of course, at that time it was wolfing.
Yes.
So both good bone and structure was all
Kiki
around.
Kiki is such a pretty girl.
Yeah.
So I keep saying I'm going to put a video up on that, and I will. I'll probably do it today, and you can see both Kiki and Kit.
Oh, I'm telling you, I just am praying and keeping fingers and toes crossed that Kiki's bred to this stud that I got to use.
Whose name we shall not mention.
Privileged to use.
Tell me who it is.
He is so awesome.
I think the name of this dog
These babies are going to be out of this world.
The name of this dog is Voldemort.
No, not hardly.
Those of you who understand Harry Potter.
Putting my hand over James' mouth going, don't you say a word.
That is the name, he who shall not be mentioned.
Yes.
So those of you who are
confirmed.
So those of you
I just need some wood to knock on so I don't mark it. I just can't wait.
Okay, Chicago desserts. I've seen quite a few posts from Chicago on our site on this stuff, so let's just see what he's got going on. Guys, you're awesome. Thank you so much for answering this for me. Okay, I want to breed the Merle out of him to show Merle with another non-Merle dog. I'm not sure what that means. Hoping that double cream we have do not hide it in his puppies. Well, it will.
Well, you get a portion of Merles and a portion that's not Merles, so it's not breeding it out. It's just like brindle. You can't breed it out. You have half and half in the litter to a non-Merle, or non-brindle to a brindle puppy carrier. Just like in a Merle, you got a Merle, you breed it to a solid dog, which you're supposed to. You're going to get, some of those puppies are going to be Merles and some of them aren't.
So there you go, you breed it out in those puppies. The puppies that he produces that aren't Merle have nothing to do with Merle at all. So he's gone. It's gone. If I can get the something out of my house, there we go. It's gone completely. And by the way, if you've got a dog, a cream dog.
It's funny how people say breed it out.
Yeah, a dog, if you put two dogs that carry cream or are cream and they're Merles, if you get a dog that's double E, cream dog, he'll hide the Merle. I've got one, it's called a Duke. Duke is a Merle, produces Merle puppies, but is as white as snow. Well, not white as snow, but he's pretty.
Almost.
He's pretty.
Yeah, he's a platinum
he's
Merle.
Off-white, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Chicago Dessert says he's getting himself a late Christmas present. He's going to buy our progesterone machine. Well, good, great.
Good.
He says he wants to support us.
You'll love it.
Yeah, you will. And I mean, I like the fact that people want to support us. That's great. I mean, you know, there are ways that you can support us. People want to give us donations, and we say no to that. The way that you can support us would be to buy our products. That's, you know, we've got great products that are all used by us. Or some of these things are patented by us. Some of these things are manufactured by us. But everything that we show on our site are things that we use on a regular basis. Otherwise, they would not be there. Last one here, Annie Boom. Thank you for your answers. My girl has 3 happy, healthy puppies. Thank you for, I attached your, I watched your videos over blah, 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 blah. Well, she's just saying thank you. She had a good litter of puppies and we helped her out. Well, good. We were glad to be part of that. All right. So there's another 10.5 minutes gone. So we've got business to do in town. So we're going to check it out. Say goodbye, Tammy.
Give me a call about my little fluffy carriers that are going to be born January 19th from Kent. And when she's confirmed pregnant, we'll let you know who the daddy is, who her daddy is.
Who's your daddy?
Who's her baby daddy?
Okay.
We'll let you know then. But January 19th is her litter, and Kiki's about a month behind that. So in February,
That's
middle of February.
Voldemort litter.
No. Yeah.
Bye, everybody. See
Bye.
you. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate people who subscribe to me. It helps me, encourage me to do more of these videos. But do remember, disclaimer here, I am not a vet. I'm not a licensed medical professional. I'm purely a person who's been breeding dogs for the last couple of decades. Any information that you got from this video, use at your own risk. There's nothing implied here, and certainly this should not be used as a substitute for advice from your veterinarian or your medical professional. I hope you enjoyed the video. Come back for more of them. Bye.